Hey, it's Dr. Greco. Let's talk about hair restoration. One of the biggest things I think that sets us apart at Greco Hair Restoration and Greco Dermatology is our history in hair restoration. My grandfather was one of the first doctors in the country in 1959 to start doing hair restoration. He taught my father taught me, so we have been doing it for over 6 decades. And now what sets us apart too is really the core of all of our hair restoration treatments, whether it's non-surgical or surgical, are based on 3 main components. 1 is growth factors, 2, the anti-inflammatory cytokines, and 3 is a proprietary method that we have to create this natural protein matrix, which creates this sort of biological scaffold or sticky glue that when we mix with the growth factors allows them to stay in the treatment area for a much longer period of time and get an enhanced effect. So we use this as the core component of our bioscalp injections, which are the non-surgical injections into the scalp, which stimulate and increase transition of those hairs into the growth phase, keep them in that growth phase for much longer. The longer they're in the growth phase, the longer, thicker the hairs are. And it's also a big component of every hair restoration surgical procedure that we do, because not only are the growth factors essential for cellular signaling to kickstart that hair growth, but they're essential for wound healing and graft survival. I think we can achieve very minimally perceptible scarring because of that wound healing potential. Grafts are going to be bathed in that CRP the entire time during a procedure. We inject it into the donor site, the recipient site. So we're increasing the chance of survival for the grafts. We used to tell patients it might take, 2.5 months or so for hair to start regrowing after a transplant. But with adding the CRP and even the autologous stem cells, patients are regrowing at about 5 or 6 weeks. And so we're seeing a much more faster onset of regrowth. It's great to be able to work with my father doing this, just using these 3 core components of the growth factors, the cytokines, and that natural matrix. I think really gives an enhanced result with everything.